Sangha. It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
And I was I was in India traveling around with Ram Dass in 1971, and we were with Neem Karoli Baba, and he told us all to split. So we ended up on a houseboat in Varanasi, and on New Year's Eve, someone got the great idea, let's go see Anandamayi Ma. So we went to her ashram, and it was the usual ashram scene. It was very formal. We were allowed to go up in front of Ma and offer prasad, and she blessed us. And we went and sat down, and she seemed quite bored with the whole thing. And I made a prayer. I said, I wish I could meet her sometime alone on a country road and just talk with her like a normal person. Well, about 3 weeks later, I was living in Jagannath Puri, and a bunch of us with the Maharajji satsang were sharing a house in Puri. And I used to go to the Jagannath temple every day. But one day I was out buying groceries, and all those stores are just stacks of grain and stuff. And the woman in front of me turned around, and it was Ma.
Huh?
And she was completely alone. She just was buying, a few kilos of rice and lentils and things like that. And I was completely dumbfounded. I ran next door. There was a sweet shop, and I bought some Misak Pak sweets, And when she came out of the store, I was waiting for her, and I gave her the sweets. And this time she accepted them, she said, thank you. Before at the ashram, she refused them. She just blessed them and gave them back to me. But this time she accepted them. And so I started following her. And we were both walking in the same direction. And I thought, I was trying to be respectful, but on the other hand, she was, an elderly woman carrying a huge load of groceries. So I went up to her and said, may I help you with your groceries? And she said, no, thank you, that's very kind. But she let me walk along beside her, and we had a conversation for maybe a kilometer. And what's strange later is she was talking in Bengali, and I was talking in English, and we both understood each other perfectly somehow.
Yeah.
And she wanted to know what I was doing there and so on. She was just like, your sweet grandmother or something. And then I said, she was buying groceries. She just wanted to be a normal woman and cook dinner for her devotees at the ashram there in Puri. And so she'd gone to the store like a normal woman, bought rice and vegetables, and was on her way home. So, I said namaste. And then the next day I was taking a rickshaw back from the Jagannath temple. And all of a sudden, I felt this energy hit my heart. And I stood up. I almost fell out of the rickshaw. And I turned to see where this energy was coming from. And there was Ma by the side of the road with 3 of her devotees. And she had done pranam to me. But, namaste means from the God in me to the God, I honor the God in you. But she was really seeing God in me, And it hit me so hard, I almost fell over. And the rickshaw took me back to the house where I was staying with some other devotees of Maharajji. And for the next 3 days, I just sat on the roof and meditated because I said, I want to see in myself what she is seeing. I realized she saw God in me. And I said, I want to find that myself. And that feeling she gave to me has never left me. She put me in touch with the Divine Mother within, in my own heart flame. And it wasn't for another 2 years I met this woman, Pearl, in Mount Shasta, who could do the same thing. And Pearl said, just simply turn your attention inward. You don't even need to close your eyes. Just feel I am the presence of the Divine Mother, that whatever you say after I am is what you create. And I said, I am the living light, and I saw light come in the room. So Anandamayi Ma really initiated me into that. And then Pearl took it a step further by saying, you don't need to worship the outer person. Realize that the Divine Mother, the heart of the Divine Mother, is really one with your own heart.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So,
Thank you very much for sharing that, Peter.